If you've been in the cryptocurrency market for a while or know a lot about what's going on in the market, you know that it's a long way off from what it was a year or two ago. Things look like they might finally start to look up, and we'll talk about that in this video. Disclaimer. As I just said, the cryptocurrency market is still a long way from where it was a year or two ago. Most of the existing coins, including Shib, will hit all-time highs in 2021. But in 2022, the cryptocurrency market took such a hit that it has not been able to stand on its feet much since then. And part of this is because a lot of people have lost faith in the cryptocurrency market. Sure, there are still millions of people who own cryptocurrencies like Shib, but most of those people have been hanging onto their tokens for a long time. Not many new people came to the market. Also, many of the people who stayed in the market lost some of their investment because the value of the tokens they held continued to drop without going up much. This is an interesting thing, though. Only now it was found that Bulgaria has more than 200,000 bitcoins, which is worth about $6.3 billion. In May 2017, the country attempted to stop a criminal group by seizing several bitcoins through a cyber arrest. It seems they've been holding on to it all this time, and their inventory is now worth billions of dollars. So you can get a good idea of the amount of Bulgaria. You should know that they own one of all bitcoins. When the bitcoins were taken, they were only worth about 500 million, but it's clear that their value has skyrocketed since then. This also means that Bulgaria has more bitcoins than the United States, which has 194,000 bitcoins, which is still a lot. As you may already know, Bulgaria is not the only country that is interested in Bitcoin in some way. I already talked about the United States, which has hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins. But you may also remember that El Salvador went a step further and made Bitcoin a legal form of currency. It was done as a step towards making sure that everyone has access to money and helping the country's economy grow. In addition, the country recently passed a law that establishes rules for how digital currencies can be issued and traded. The goal of this law, according to the legislation, is to establish a legal regime that facilitates the transfer of any ownership of digital assets used in public issuance offerings. From what has been said, it is evident that El Salvador is a country that supports cryptocurrency. There aren't many countries with cryptocurrency laws that speak more about how one can make one of them with official money, but El Salvador has done more than that. The president of El Salvador, the head of NAB Bucal, said that the government will buy 1 Bitcoin every day in November 2022. Since that time, El Salvador has been buying 1 Bitcoin every day and plans to continue to do so. It will soon be in a race to get the most Bitcoins with countries like Bulgaria and the United States. But more importantly, if their plan to hold more coins turns out to be beneficial for the country, other countries may start to follow suit. So where do I go from here? Well, a lot of the same things would also happen that would make people trust the market more if BlackRock joined the cryptocurrency market if more countries own coins. But before we get to that, this station serves 100,000 sheep every day. For anyone who wants to participate, just subscribe to this channel, like this movie, and leave a comment to win. Shiba Vic is a hashtag. Good luck. Consider it. One of the reasons why people don't invest in cryptocurrency is because they don't have control over it, which some people think is not safe. But the fact that more countries have cryptocurrency, although it is still not censored, can make these people think that crypto is a safe option. At this point, some people may be wondering what this has to do with it. None of these countries have talked about keeping the icons after all. Well, I think you'll be happy to hear that she's getting a lot of interest from new sponsors. Recent data shows that the interest of new buyers in Shiba Inu has jumped from around 30 to around 65, which indicates that many people who want to get into cryptocurrency are thinking of Shib. If more people start to think of Shiba as an investment, the value and fame of the sheep could go up as well. This is correct. This is the way it goes. More people coming means there is more demand. And when there is more demand than supply, value and price always go up. If this happens on the cheap, countries that want to get into the cryptocurrency business may start considering shipping. If the government wanted to get into Bitcoin, there are a few things it would likely look for. One of them is the security of the project, and the certificate confirms that the Shiba Inu is good in this area. Most likely, governments will also be looking for cryptocurrencies that can be used in many different ways. Shiba Inu works on this with all of their projects, so it looks like it would be a good choice for any party. If you think this was really helpful, please leave a comment and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, making it easier for me to keep making better movies. At the same time, the US government filed some court papers earlier in the year that showed it sold nearly 10,000 bitcoins for around $215 million. He wanted to sell much more. In the end, though, about 41,000 bitcoins were taken from Ross Ulbricht, who started the Silk Road as a way to stop it. It was a plan to sell all of these tokens at the same time. They were supposed to be sold at different times of the year. Since the first batch sold out in March, it looks like there will be another sale soon as Shib buyers. It is difficult to say what will happen to the market if a large number of bitcoins are returned to it. This is definitely something to worry about, because things that affect the price of Bitcoin are known to affect the price of Shib as well. If the US still wants to sell some of those bitcoins, hopefully the market won't be hit too hard. I must say, however, that I think it would be best for all if the United States government kept these coins. For one thing, it may mean that ill effects won't hurt the market. And second, it could mean that the government still owns some bitcoins, which could help people trust the cryptocurrency. Just one more thing before we leave for the day. GovCapital, a data analytics tool, used deep learning algorithms to figure out what a sheep cost to July 27, 2028. Before you get your hopes up about 5 years from now, you should know that the platform didn't say that a sheep will be worth 0.1 or 1 in the future. If you are upset, you may want to remember that this is only an estimate. Anyway, back to the platform, it said that by 2028, the price of sheep would have increased by more than 2,500. In fact, the platform predicted that sheep would be trading with only 3 zeros by 2026, which seems like a good prediction to me. The platform said that 0.1 dream may be further from what Shiba Inu owners want. But remember, this is just an estimate. This is not true. And especially with cryptocurrencies, there is no way to know for sure what will happen in the next couple of years, so try not to let that bother you too much. In the meantime, you can tell us what you think of the predictions in the area below. We have come to the end of this movie. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and say something in the comments. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, please let as many people as possible know about this movie. Let's tell everyone about this.